Well, we were pretty excited about the season. You know, it all started with our trip to Europe this summer, and that was a lot of fun for our guys and gave us a little bit of a head start on most of the teams that we play against. A little disappointed in our first weekend. You know, if we look back on the season, you know, the first weekend we lost 2 tough games to Denison and Kenyon, 2 teams that had great seasons. But you know, we felt like you know, those are winnable games, especially with the trip to Europe. And you know, for us to go to those 2 teams and lose both of those games, it was a rough start for us. But we knew we were a pretty good team, and we had high expectations. And you know, we knew we could bounce back. And you know, since that first weekend, you know, we only ended up losing 3 games after that. The games we were supposed to win, we took care of, and you know, won our share of games that were tough battles. But overall, you know, a conference title. You know, we wish we were still playing, but you know, we'll take a conference championship, you know, any season.
Yes, Chris. This is me. Go center. Go center. Go center. Hey, Chris.
We always focus on defense. You know, defense is our mainstay. It's the thing that we know is going to win us a championship. It's going to get us deep into the NCAA tournament. And what really surprised us this year were how many goals we scored. So while we're still focusing on defense, we were still able to put a lot of goals on the board. I think we ended up with 63, which goes down as, you know, 4th most in OAC history, 4th most in ONU history. And you know, for us to score that many goals, but still while we're focusing on defense, was a big plus for us.
Come on, Nate.
Oh, Nate!
Injuries always, you know, are always difficult. You know, one amazing stat for us is the fact that in the last 3 seasons we only started our top 11 players 1 time in the last 3 seasons. We've had a starter out every game except for 1 game, which was this season at Capital. Was our first and only time in the last 3 seasons that we didn't have 1 single starter out with an injury. But you know, that's what our subs are for. That's why we're deep. That's why we're good, you know, up and down the bench. And at any moment, any of those guys could have to step in and play and start and play major minutes. And you know, that's always a challenge that we face. You know, we wish we had 100% health and everyone out there, but sometimes you don't have that. And this was another season for us where we had to battle through some injuries.
No shot, no shot.
I'm so proud of the senior class that we had this season. While they weren't superstars and you're not going to see them get all conference and player of the year and those kinds of things, they were warriors for us. And they came to practice every day, worked hard, did what was asked of them, were incredible teammates. They finished their careers here at ONU with the most wins in ONU history as a class. And you know, they'll go down as one of the greatest classes of all time. Made the NCAA tournament 3 straight years, won the conference championship 3 of their 4 years that were here. And I just, you know, we owe a lot to those seniors.
Other way!
Well, I think everyone will remember the 2010 OAC final for us. Coming back from behind against a very good Heidelberg team and finding a way to, tie that game up and send it into overtime and then find a way to win in overtime is something that we'll never forget. That was a, major highlight. Obviously, the trip to Europe is always a highlight. We only get to do it once every 3 seasons. Most of the time, guys only get to go one time during their career. So the looks on those guys' faces when we play in Europe, when we go sightseeing in Europe, when we go to a professional game and see, Chelsea versus Manchester United, just to see the looks on those guys' faces is awesome and something that we'll never forget.